I spoke with him one-on-one moments after he took that oath. On some human level, how are you feeling?
You know, it's amazing. It is truly the opportunity of a lifetime. You know, the momentum we are bringing in, having talked to hundreds of prosecutors, hundreds of law enforcement officers, community organizations, neighborhood associations, they basically said, look, we're ready to leave. We are fed up. We don't want to raise our families in the environment where fear is part of a daily conversation. And they said, get something done. We're going to vote for you. We're going to work for you. And I am fired up to get these prosecutors working, to get the tens of thousands of law enforcement officers partnered with us and get something done.
You could have had anybody swear you in. You chose Arnold Schwarzenegger. Why?
I've always been a fan of Governor Schwarzenegger's policies. Governor Schwarzenegger is all about putting the politics aside, bringing people together over a common mission, and then consistently said, now let's get something done. That message that Arnold Schwarzenegger has basically been saying for over 20 years is the message that I'm sounding today. And it's the message that, look, we're going to put our political differences aside when it comes to safety. If I have a mandate for anything, I ran as an independent. It is a mandate that says that criminals don't ask for your party affiliation before they rob or steal from you, and nor will basically people care about the politics out there. They want someone to bring experience and smart policies to keep them and their families safe. That is the mission. I've got 750 prosecutors that are now on mission. I've got a partner with tens of thousands of law enforcement officers that are thrilled to be back on the mission, and we're going to make it happen.
It's interesting who was here and who wasn't here. A lot of moderate Republicans and moderate Democrats here. Some of the more progressive members of the City Council, Board of Supervisors not here. The mayor not here. George Gascon not here. What do you read into that?
So the mayor actually, unfortunately, had a pre-existing obligation. And as far as everyone else, everyone's invited. I don't care if you voted for me or didn't vote for me. If you care about the mission of safety in our county, then you are invited to my table.
Did you talk to Gascon today? Did he leave you a note or anything? Or what's that transition been like?
You know, Mr. Gascon has been very cooperative, very gracious in the transition. He's ensured a smooth transition. I'm deeply appreciated for that.
What were people in the office saying to you when you walked in the door?
There were a lot of smiles, handshakes. They're excited. They're excited to get back on mission, the mission of bringing safety to everyone here. We've been off mission for the last 4 years. There's been too much division, too many policies that basically told prosecutors that the facts and the law no longer matter. A political agenda was going to be put out there first and foremost. So people are thrilled to get back to the mission of saying, give me the facts, show me the law, and we will make the just decision every time.
You had to real succinctly say what changes now? What changes now?
What changes now is that we're going to go back to a proportional system of accountability. So the message is that I'm going to work with prosecutors, with law enforcement, with victim groups, and the people who need to hear this message, though, are the criminals. The criminals need to understand that the accountability regime begins today. Doesn't mean that we're going to go back to days of mass incarceration. I reject the extremes of mass incarceration and decarceration. But criminals need to understand that we are not going to turn a blind eye to their conduct.
And lastly, just sort of big picture in terms of what it meant for you to look at a crowd after a year of doing this, all this time, all this money, all the rest of it, and to be the LA County DA.
You know, this is what you dream about when you go through a campaign. It took a year and a half. I put thousands of miles on my car. I talked to thousands of people. But what I realized in the process is that this is an amazing county, diverse, has every opportunity that you can have on planet Earth to succeed here and raise a family, an incredible family here. The safety was a problem. That was a uniform consideration, people I talked to throughout the county, and now that is my responsibility to all of it. Voted for me, didn't vote for me, it doesn't matter. I owe an equal responsibility to every resident of LA County to bring back safety and do it in a fair and equitable way.
Thank you for talking to us throughout the process, and my part in talking to you now that you are LA County DA, Nathan Hochman, for the first time.
Great to
say that. Thank you
so much.
And his first order of business today, he already took care of that, basically wiped out all the special directives that Gascon put in place 4 years ago.
Which is what he did on his day one. Now those all wiped out.